Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Jocelyn Lovely. It's so good to see you guys here today. I am actually enthused with this reading. It is absolutely amazing. The energy is at an all-time high. The frequency, it's perfect. I want to say shout out to anybody that's reading this today. Hearing this reading today. This is literally the best reading I've done. I've channeled, and this is really for anybody who stumbles upon it. So if you resonate with the video, which you should, like, share, and subscribe. If you want a personal reading, email me at jocelynlovely84@gmail.com, and to donate, click on the link below. All right, this reading is for the Cancers out there in the world. This is all about a reflection. It's beautiful energy. We're gonna go back about in time, let's say at least 7, 8, 9, 10 years. You remember this person? This was you. A long ass time ago. A very long time ago. You were given the opportunity. You had the soul calling. It asked you a while ago. It gave you an opportunity of, do you want to follow down this path that many of your ancestors have gone through in their lifetimes? Or do you want to remain where you're at? You, of course, took a second to process this and knew the minute this was given to you that you needed to go down this path. You were exhausted, you were tired, you were done. You were absolutely done with the life you were living. It was going nowhere. So you were the type of person that was always hoping for another way, for the answer. You were looking for the meaning of something. The answer to self-fulfillment, the answers to all of your questions. And so you chose to take this path. You chose to invest, and you chose to move forward, as all of your other ancestors did in their time. Fast forward to you. At this point, you could already have kids. You're a full-grown adult, right? Investing, learning, growing. You experience the pits, the falls, everything that there is in your journey. And you still didn't give up. Many people try this journey. Don't get me wrong. Many people, 99% of people take the journey. They attempt. But the minute they really see what this journey takes, the risks you have to take, the minute they stumble upon one pitfall, at least one, they quit. This reading isn't for them. I'm talking to the ones that had to be the fool in each cycle at least 20, 30 times. I'm talking about 7 years of straight commitment, 100% devotion to spirituality, a higher sense of purpose. This is you. All the golden nuggets that you learned, you not only reserved it for yourself and gave it to yourself, but again, the Queen of Pentacles is able to share her wisdom, share her resources, her wealth and abundance to others in her journey. Whether that's her family, her friends, whatever, whether they listen or not, whether they take it or not, she's able to give ever so freely without expecting anything in return. She does not expect you to be on the same journey as her. She just knows that in her journey, she was always meant to give. The heartache and the pain of her journey made her open up her heart even more and became willing to give more, right? And this is you now, like I said, really sitting down and reflecting on everything you've gone through. All the alone times, the times where you were the black sheep, the times where you had nobody there. You could have ended up homeless, living in your car, had to sell everything, went through a fire, had to move to a different country, not knowing anything, the language, none of that, right? It could have been so external in the 3D, right? Because you started here, right? But you had to lose everything along the way. You lost your friends, you lost your family. You went forward, but everybody else stayed back, right? I know, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those people who were called stupid and fools for leading down a path that nobody else took, because you literally knew your ancestors were telling you it does not matter, love them anyways, but you got to move this way. You didn't even know why. You had no answer. The road was not clear to you. You didn't know. You couldn't see, but you walked through faith. You gave everything up for this journey. And the most fucked up part is that you did it alone. Yeah, you had help along the way, but nobody really understood your journey because nobody had gone through the same thing you did. This is a whole new journey that you were not connected to anyone that knew exactly what you went through. Not the exact same journey. It could have been similarities, right? You could have sought counsel, guidance somewhere else, but not the same journey. You were the first in your family lineage to pursue this journey that many of your ancestors have tried to in their own way. Maybe some of them have attempted it and could not finish or execute, but you didn't care. You came in here for your sole purpose was to follow this road. And the only ones that were there with you were your guides, telling you it's okay. I know nobody can see you, but we can. Just keep coming this way. And you would sit there and you would cry because you just couldn't understand why. Why was it so hard? Why was it so lonely? Why? But they just kept saying, we're sorry, but you chose to do this. Now keep going. We promise there will be an answer. We promise. There's a promised land. And here you are. A full-grown adult. Nearing the end of your journey. You know it. It's time. At this time, you're connecting with realm. The messaging, the channeling you're getting from source is at an all-time high. It's like you stepped into 5D and you know it. Just being able to perceive it is so freaking scary, because you are one with God, one with source, one in tune. And that's when you realize the minute you clicked and tuned in, the minute you were done with your last part of the healing, this is where the past, the present, the future all clicked into one. Your ancestors, you had a clear connection to what they were trying to tell you. And that's when you saw your future. That's when you saw it all. You saw the bigger picture. And this is why you are reflecting to the past again. You're reflecting through your whole journey about what it took to get here. And you see it so clearly. Congratulations. This is you blooming, moving forward, connecting with your clan, giving wisdom, talking to people, building partnerships based on the most authentic part of yourself that you're ever going to be, that you've ever been. Because you've never been able to connect with source this clearly. You've never been able to see the bigger picture this clearly. It's so clear. Like I said, that's why I keep repeating that word, right? You're so in tune with it. You can now walk with many facets of yourself intact. It took years for you to get to this level of perfect timing, perfect surrender, 333. Look at this person balancing both parts of her emotions, its emotions, divination, divine guidance. the Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun. Do you see how sacred these cards are all together? You got Temperance, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun. This is a whole new cycle that you created from within. And now it's going to be shown in 3D. You're about to witness everything you've ever worked for manifest. You've been dying for this to happen, and it's finally here. You can feel it, you can smell it. It's so close, it's right there. And the only reason it's gonna manifest in the outskirts, like I said, you can sense it in here. The scary part about this is that your true talents were exposed the minute you connected that clearly. And now you know you have to go even harder. Now you know that you have the stability, the foundation, everything within you to move with one, right? With one, as one. Look at all these queens. You got the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. You've learned so many lessons. The boundaries you've learned that you're gonna take with you. You're not gonna let people crush you. You're not gonna let these naysayers, nobody tell you anything, because you have the proof. It's all within you. It's the confidence because of all of the digging, all of the meditation, all of those years of studying yourself has gotten you to this level of confidence that people can only dream of. Right? At this point, this is a whole new opportunity to really explore what it is to be with your most authentic parts of self. Right? We're at a different level. It's not you doing to get things done, right? It's you in that moment, surrendering and letting it take you. It's leading you, right? The next step after that will be everything moving through you, right? So we're slowly getting to those levels. A new opportunity to allow to be walked with, to allow yourself to walk with Source, and this is your justice. This was always meant for you. This was always meant, this road. And I know a lot of people always say, this is some bullshit. You don't know what I've been through. I get it. Nobody, that's the whole point. Nobody's ever going to understand what you've been through. You're probably crying right now. Shit, cry right now. Because it was so fucking bad. You didn't even know you were going to make it. Let's be real. There's no way. I guarantee you, at one point, you probably wanted to kill yourself. I guarantee you, at one point, you wanted to. But you kept hanging on. You kept calling a source. You kept wanting to connect. You kept asking for help because you knew your faith was that it had to be that strong, because you knew they couldn't lead you down astray. And I do apologize if I triggered somebody by talking about suicide, right? It's not an easy topic to talk about, but the things that you've been through probably had you struggling with your mental health, if you have any. But this dark night of the soul, this awakening, this getting to know of your shadows is so nasty. It's nasty work that most people can't. They take lifetimes to get to this level, and you did it in one lifetime. One. This is for some of you that aren't even like at your 60s. You're not even at your 50s. You're not even at your 60s. And if you are, great. You're still on board. You're still on time. You did everything you were supposed to, and plus. This was not supposed to be an easy life. Never was. I don't even think you knew. You didn't know. Nobody would tell you when you were here and God offered you this opportunity. You didn't know it was going to cost all of this. Otherwise, you would never have done it. You were never meant to know. All it did was probably give you a little preview of the future. You probably got a preview of the future of what it would be like, what it would feel like. And that's the only thing they gave you. And they did that on purpose because they knew that if they showed you the loss, the fuckery, all of that, that you would not have been okay. You would have, no. And that was the whole point, right? Because it was that severe and they knew it was too much. No one person should have had to bear all that you bared through, but you did. You did. And the worst part was maybe being dead during that time and not knowing how you were ever going to be okay, not being able to forgive yourself, lost in the pain. But then you still had to get up, take accountability, and move forward. And you did. This is you. In the spirit. Well, in the flesh. Same thing with the opportunity, right? You feel like shit. You're exhausted, you're tired, you came out of this beaten down, nasty. Nasty. But that's what it took. Congratulations. You are the first in your lineage to have done this. Whatever the journey, whatever the mission was, you know exactly what it was. Comment on the link down below what your mission was, so we can all share with each other and just kind of understand that we were all silently working towards something so grand, the grand scheme of life. And we can congratulate each other for making it this far. See, we all had a mission. Not everybody survived it. Some people didn't even make it alive. If you really see it that way. They're all still right now. Some of them are still fighting just to get to step wherever they're at. They're trying to fight through every single day. But here we are. Not only did we learn the lessons, not only did we survive, it's a miracle, right? But we're helping those around us that need it the most. We're the example for those that need to be guided towards the future, towards their life path, because we did it with no help. But like I said, right? We share our wisdom with others because that's what we were meant to do. That's what we are, humanitarian at the core. 10 of Pentacles, you have reached the end. You have gained everything you needed to gain in this journey, in this long ass fucking cycle. It took you, again, 7, 8, 9, 10 years at least. If you did it in 6, congratulations, man. You're a bad motherfucker. If you did that shit in 6, amazing, right? But this is like longevity. This is somebody that never gave up on their dreams, right? They kept moving forward. A full-blown connection with you, your dark, your light, every aspect of you. It's highlighted and is shown in front of you to see whether you accept these parts of yourself or not. And if you don't, that's okay. Be honest about it so that whenever the next cycle comes in, guess what? It's going to require you to face yourself, all those, not even demons, the things you hate about yourself the most, right? And you're going to learn to love and integrate those parts of self, because that's the lesson. Even at this stage, at the most highest of the stage that you are, knowledgeable that you are, you still have to go through the lessons, right? But this time you welcome these lessons, right? You can see your future. You can see everything you're going to have to heal. You can see it. That's the difference, right? You weren't able to see that before. You would just enter these karmic lessons. You didn't understand what you were learning, gaining from it. This time you can see it all so clearly, and you're still going to go. You can be scared, but you're going to jump into it knowing that there's some integration that needs to happen with your soul. And so you move forward with all these heartbreaks, all these stab wounds that were in your chest, in your heart, everywhere. These spiritual scars, you're going to take them with you into a whole new journey. You're a Page of Wands, excited, with fire, with everything within you even lighted up. Dude, you weren't even at this, you weren't even feeling this. You were feeling like shit, right? Because it was too much. At one point you were mad because you felt like they were asking too much of you. Maybe you were asking too much of yourself, right? to whatever clicked, whatever healing you just did, this the last part of it, right? You come out like this with this whole new cycle. You're gonna go out there feeling like a teenager again, excited about life, passionate, ready to take on this new lesson with so much more wisdom within you this time, with so much more faith within you this time. Nobody can negate where you're going this time. You know why nobody can negate it? Because you don't. This time you walk so connected. So much more connected. It's actually scary. You're so alive. And it's time to accept that you've integrated with your most highest sense of self. And it's time to enjoy it and revel in it, right? Because you're not this person anymore. You were. But the wisdom, I'm telling you. Yeah, you can start over, right? Because look at this energy. It's actually younger, quite younger. His heart, it's gorgeous. It's just ready to move forward. But the wisdom, I'm telling you, it's priceless. Something money cannot buy. Wow. Like I said, this is the best reading I've ever done. Congratulations, Cancer. Or anybody that's hitting this video today, congratulations. You guys are so proud of you and the people you're gonna help. Wow. Keep shining, honey. You are a prime example of what it is to be one with Source. All right, that's it for you guys. I love you so much. Bye.